Hello everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another cross-stitching video. This video is going to be kind of like a surprise video. I don't know when I'm going to put it out, like if I will put it out once this thing is finished or if I will put it out in parts and do like a part 1, part 2, whatever, however long it takes. But this video is going to be me working on one cross-stitch project. It is currently summer. It is June 18th, it's a Thursday, and I want to start doing daily stitching on one piece to try and get it finished this summer by August 28th, I think is the day I picked. I picked August 28th because my kids go back to school August 31st, and so I really want to have this finished before they go back to school, and so that's my goal. We will see if I can get it done. The project I plan on working on is Merry Mushroom Village Picnic number 3, which is the Heaven and Earth stitch along from 2024, and I really want to get this finished just because I want to, number one, get my whips down. I also want to get stitch alongs finished because I also have the Haid 2025 stitch along that I have not finished, and I have other things that I want to start. So I need to finish things to start things, and so that's the plan. Let's just try and get this finished by doing some daily stitching. And my plan is I won't be showing this in my regular weekly update videos. I am just going to be filming the clips for this video, and then this will kind of be like a little surprise. Hopefully I get something finished, or I'm working on getting it finished. Like I might do like a part 1 that comes out maybe in like July, and then do a part 2 that's the rest of the summer. Anyways, my plan is, let's go over numbers. So the first thing I'll talk about is I use an app called Stitch Pal on my phone, and I will like insert a picture of what the Stitch Pal app looks like, and I think it's available on Apple, and I have Android, so I know it's available for Android on the Google Play Store. And on Stitch Pal, you put in your project, you can put in a picture of the project, you can put in how many stitches are in that project and the day you start it, and then every day when you stitch, you can put in how many stitches you've done, which I can keep track of how many stitches I do because I stitch and mark off my patterns in the Pattern Keeper app, which is Android only. And so every night after I stitch, I put my stitches in, and then there is a button at the top of the app where you can see how many stitches you have left, and it will also allow you to put in your target date, and then it will tell you how many stitches you need to do a day to get it finished by that day. So I did all that already. So I put in that I would like this to be finished by August 28th. There are 18,378 stitches left, and it's telling me that I need to do 262 stitches a day. So that's my goal, is to try and do that many stitches a day. If I miss days, then I'll most likely try and make up those days by stitching, you know, twice as many stitches the next day, or just adding like 50 stitches a day for like, you know, a week or whatever, and then just catch myself up that way. But that's the plan, is 262 stitches a day. I might also do calculations to figure out like how much that is a week, just because then if I want to do extra stitches one day, then I can like figure out like if I want to do all of my stitches for the week in like a couple days, then I can do that, just because if I have like summer plans, if I go somewhere, I don't think I'm going anywhere, but you know, if I do, then I will, you know, have a plan in place to make the stitches up. So that's how many stitches there are. In terms of colors, because I have been stitching this one recently by color, there are 25 colors that have 0 stitches left. There are 65 colors left, and I'm currently at 70% complete. So that's all the numbers, that's everything. I am stitching this on a 28 count fabric, 2/1 half cross, which is a tent stitch, which means it goes fast. So that's the one thing I'm hoping, is that this is a manageable thing to be doing because it's half cross. And so that's the plan, is just try and get this piece finished this summer and get like it's not a huge piece. I think the total stitch count is like 60,000 stitches. 61,750. So it's not huge, but it's also not small, and I really just want to get this finished, especially because there was another piece in the 2024 stitch along that I would like to do. It's another mushroom. It's the rainbow mushroom. And there's also some other things that I would like to do. So I need to get this piece finished so that I can then start something else and have the time to start the things. And so I will be back with an update. I think I might just do updates like once a week. We'll see, where I just tell you like this is how many colors I finished. And so I'm currently filming this on a Thursday. So next Thursday, like I said though, you'll just see all of these clips put together. But I'll try and come back on Thursdays and do an update on how many stitches I got done that week and how many colors are finished. I am back, and it has been 1 week since I have started working on Merry Mushroom Village Picnic number 3, and it is currently Thursday, what is it? I think it's the 25th, June 25th, and in the last week I have done 1,800 stitches on this piece, and I did miss 1 day of daily stitching, but I made it up. So I had stitched a little bit more on the other days, and so I'm still caught up. So according to my StitchPal app, I have 16,544 stitches remaining, and I need to do 262 stitches a day still to get it finished by my goal date at the end of August, which I'm kind of realizing I should have given myself like a couple extra days of wiggle room, just, you know, just to be safe. So like right now I think my finish date is August 28th. Let's just say September 1st, and that way it gives myself just a little bit more wiggle room, because I already missed 1 day of stitching because we went to Seattle to see like the World Cup area that they have going on there. Anyways, stitching. So what did I work on? I did not finish any colors so far on this chart. What I was doing first is I have been trying to work in all my parked threads. So when I was stitching it before, I was parking threads once I had reached the bottom of this page, because I was trying to finish the pages to earn the like reward charts, you know? And so I was just parking all my threads at the bottom, and so there was a ton of parked threads. I really wanted to get them worked in, and so I worked in some parked threads. I also was doing kind of like block stitching on days when I didn't have a lot of stitching time, so like I filled in some of the yellows in the mushroom because it was easy, and then I also was working on some of the grass because that was also easy stitching. The area that I am most like intimidated by and I should start working on is this area here, because a lot of the stitches are kind of scattered in this area. It's like boop, 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 like little like faint lines of stitching where it's just like diagonal, where it's like 1 stitch here, 2, 1, 2, you know what I mean? And so this area here is kind of the most intimidating because I don't have any stitches in this area, and it's not any blocks of stitching. So I haven't really worked on that area. The fairy area looks like it's going to be fairly easy because the leg is a lot of block stitching. So I've been kind of wanting to do that just because it's easy stitching. But I also know that I should save like the block stitching for the days when I don't have a lot of stitching time. So that's what I've been doing. We are 1 week in, and I'm really just hoping that I can get this finished by the end of summer. So I will be back next week with another update. I am back, and I have another update of another week's stitching on Merry Mushroom Village Picnic number 3. I have been working on this piece basically every day. I have kept up with my stitching. So according to the StitchPal app, it says that I need to do 261 stitches a day to have this finished by the end of August. So I'm still on track. And in the last week, I was working on, I did some colors here, which was some black in this area. I did more parked threads in this area because I was like, I need these parked threads out of my way. They're very annoying when there's a whole bunch and you're trying to work in different areas and you're trying to work around all these parked threads. And then I also did some yellow up here, some of the pink, and some of the grass. So I really kind of was working everywhere. And in the last week, I was able to finish 4 colors, which means that I have 29 colors finished and I have 61 colors left. My stitch count is I have 14,909 stitches left and I am at 75% complete. So I am happy with my progress on that. And what I have decided to do posting schedule wise is it's currently July 1st, and I think what I'm going to do is post these like little videos as monthly videos. So I'm going to take these clips that I have from June, and that will be like my June update on my daily stitching piece, and then I'll have another one at the end of July, and then hopefully at the end of August I will be back with a finish. And I figure that way it will be easier for me to keep track of the video clips if I'm only keeping track of like 1 month at a time. Plus, then I also thought that if anyone else wants to like join in for the summer and, you know, have a daily stitching piece that you maybe try and get finished or just get progress in, because, you know, if you have some like really big pieces that can't be finished in, you know, a couple months, then you can just see what you get done in the summer. I do really enjoy having a daily stitch piece, which I had for a long time with Autumn Harmony when I was trying to get her finished, just because it's nice to have one piece that you know is working towards a finish, like, you know, at all times. It's nice just to know that there is a piece that is large, it has a lot of stitches, but it is getting closer to the finish line every day. So I will be back at the end of July with another update on Merry Mushroom Village Picnic number 3, and hopefully I will be even closer to the finish. Thank you everyone for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!